I'm so glad you found my podcast, New Friends. I'm Jordana. I just turned 20. I live in Nashville. I actually moved here right after high school to chase my dream of being a singer-songwriter, which basically means that I skipped the whole college thing and dove headfirst into trying to make music and make sense of life at the same time. I started New Friends because I wanted to create the kind of space I've always needed, a place to talk about the things we're all trying to figure out. Friendship, confidence, self-worth, following your own path, and everything in between. Some episodes are solo, some are with guests. Sometimes the conversations even turn into songs. But every episode is rooted in honesty and vulnerability, and feeling a little less alone. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to New Friends. Hey, and welcome back to another episode of New Friends. I'm Jordana Bryant, and I am so excited for today's episode. Tatum Scott, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me, girl.
Oh my gosh, I am
love the
so
setup.
stoked. Thank you. I loved watching your journey this year on The Voice. I feel like that's one of those experiences where it's so like foreign to most people, and I thought like it would be such a fun thing to get to talk about and just like hear about your experience. And I'm just such a big fan of you and all your music and everything
Right
you're
back at
doing.
you, girl. Right back at you.
So when did we meet? We met at Tin Pan
I think
South? Or was
it was
it
a writer's round.
a writer's round? Paul
Third
Rocks?
Lindsley.
Paul Rocks.
Through Paul.
Yes.
We
Oh
love
my
Paul.
gosh. Yes, Rock Fest. That was awesome. Oh my
It was
gosh.
so
What a fun night.
I know.
That is amazing. And then Tatum, we were all out, like the three of us,
We
and
were losers in Midtown.
and you helped me find my phone.
I did.
After I lost it in an Uber, so I'm eternally
You and
grateful
Lily.
for
We're having so much fun. So I'm just glad I was there to help you.
I'm really glad that you.
Girl, I don't know what I would have done if I lost my phone in an Uber.
Oh my gosh, I was so panicked. I was like, my whole life is on there.
Your cards, your money,
right?
everything.
All the voice
So
memos.
we had to find the phone.
songs.
I was determined.
You rock. Oh my gosh, what a night. Okay,
So fun.
do you want to talk about like your experience being on The Voice, how it all came to be?
Yeah.
And then like we can get into some details about it.
For sure. Yeah, I don't really know where to start. Like I got the call that I was going to be on the show, I guess like March of 2024. So it's been like over a year.
Wow.
Of like just, between finding out and filming and watching it all air. So, I mean, it was a crazy, crazy process. And I feel like I've always like wanted to do the show. I just like never like I just like told myself like, oh my gosh, like, can I do it? Like, am I going to be able to like open myself up to like the public and all these things? But I just kind of like said, you know what? It's time. I got to do it. And I got the call, and the rest is kind of history. Like I flew out to LA, I guess it was May of last year, and met so many great friends and just had the best time. And yeah, I'm just glad I did it. So
that's awesome.
But I never like told myself like I would, but we did it. So.
Yeah. I love that. That is so cool. What do you feel like was the best part of the experience and the worst part of the experience?
Yeah. I feel like the best part was just meeting people. Like I met so many friends. I had just made so many connections, and it was just so much fun because we were all like living at a hotel for like a certain period of time. So just you get really close to the cast members, and so we had the best time.
Do you feel like it, because you said cast members, do you feel like it felt like a scripted show ever?
We all knew it was pretty scripted. I feel like once you're there, it's like, okay, like this is how everything goes, and you kind of figure out how it all works. But it didn't really feel like a competition as much. Awesome. I feel like everybody was just so supportive of each other, and that's what made it so special. So yeah, I really don't think it was super competitive. Like
I love that.
For the cast, it was just so like we were just having a good time,
That's awesome. And if there's one aspect of the experience that you didn't love, what would that be?
Oh my gosh, I feel like it was all positive for the most part, but I feel like one thing was like, I can't think of it.
If you have no negatives, that's awesome to hear.
No, I feel like there were definitely some negatives, but I don't know if I can like
but
share.
nothing that was like huge.
Yeah,
that
nothing
was,
like huge that I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
that was like,
frick that.
well,
You know?
let me tell you,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
was horrible.
Exactly.
Okay, that's really great because I feel like some of the stories that were early on at some of those shows were, you know, obviously you hear the stories about like you know, One Direction and how like they would put the cameras in their faces when they're getting eliminated and like, you know, see them sobbing and all of those things.
Yeah, I feel like The Voice did a really good job at like really making us look polished and great, and they didn't really like do anything behind the scenes either. So yeah, it was just all pretty positive, which is great.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that.
They wanted to make us look really good as artists.
How it should be.
Yeah.
And you got to work with one of your idols, Kelsey Ballerini.
Kelsey Ballerini.
What was that experience? Cowboys Cry
I have the merch on and everything.
What was that experience like?
Oh my gosh, Kelsey is just such an amazing human being. Like, I have always loved her. I said it on the show, like I've looked up to her since I was probably like, oh gosh, like 10 or 12. Like I grew up on her music. So just like being able to learn from her and hear her stories and experiences, it was just so surreal to me. And I love her so much. She's so genuine too. Like what you see is what you get completely. Like she's just so just sweet and pure and
I love that.
So sweet. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was CMA Fest 2022. I was in the artist section of like backstage at Spotify House, and I saw her there and I was like such a big fan of her, and I was like, okay, you know what, like I'm gonna go up to her, like I'm just gonna say, like, you know, because we had some mutual friends and like in the industry and people that we worked with, and so like I went up to her and she was so sweet, and like I feel like it says a lot about someone when they take the time to like really talk to you. And then at the end she was like, let's get a photo, which is such a
oh my gosh, so sweet.
Such a sweet thing to do, because when you like know that you're in this setting where someone doesn't necessarily feel comfortable to ask you for a photo and for you to offer, like it's the little things like that that I feel like make a really big impact.
Totally. And she's like been in our shoes too. Like she knows exactly where we're coming from, and yeah, she's amazing.
It also is kind of like it gives you a little bit of I don't know, it's like, oh, okay, that's something I want to do, like hopefully for other people. If there was someone who ever like came up to me, I would want to make that similar impact. It's really cool to like see that firsthand, because then you're like, okay, like these are the things that I want to do, you know?
So true. Yes.
I think she's such a great example in that. Okay, so you were on The Voice, you were on Kelsey's team.
Team Kelsey, yes.
And then you were on John's team.
So yeah, during the blind auditions, John turned first and then Kelsey, which was really funny because, you know, I wasn't expecting John Legend to turn. You know, I was just expecting Kelsey. But yeah, so Kelsey got me in the blind auditions, and then John Legend stole me in the battles, which was crazy because I think Kelsey, she put together two Nashville girls. So me and Angie Ray. Angie's so talented. She's amazing. But I don't know like why she put us together, because like we were like the Nashville pop country girls. And she had to choose between us, and that was hard for her. But yeah, I'm glad John pulled through and used his steel. It was really fun.
That's such a cool experience. Do you feel crazy. Like their coaching styles are different?
Totally. Oh my gosh, so different. Well, it was also like Kelsey's first season too.
True.
So it was so interesting to like see like what she had to say, and you know, she was also figuring out like herself. Like it was new to me and her. So and John's obviously been there for a while now. But yeah, their styles are so different. She's very different genres too. But
yeah, absolutely. But I feel like there's something really cool about like those different experiences, and you kind of got the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds, literally.
See
That's what I kept saying.
Right?
Yeah.
See what each one is like. Okay, so can we talk for a second about, I feel like one of the things about The Voice that has always like struck me as being like really interesting is when, you know, you do get eliminated from a show like that, it's very public.
It is.
And I feel like that's I would imagine a very like, I don't know, it feels like probably a really like private and vulnerable experience, being like, okay, you know, my time on here has come to an end, and now like have to figure out what my next steps are, what I'm gonna do, you know. How do you feel like it was navigating that in such a like a public setting?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely new for me because I've never done a reality television show. Like it was so new. Even like from the beginning, like I was having like problems with just like reading comments. Like it was just so, it was so hard for me, not even when I was eliminated, but even like when it started. Because you're learning like how to deal with, you know, like people commenting things and all this stuff. But I like kept telling myself like, okay, rejection is redirection. Like everybody kept telling me that too, like from home. And so like that was encouragement to me, like knowing like, okay, this is not the end. Like this is literally just a part of the story. And like, I'm so grateful for the experience, but I'm also ready for what's next, because I feel like so many like people like are identified by these TV shows, and that's not what I wanted at all. Like I kind of just wanted it to be like a step in the path for me. And it definitely just like made me stronger as a human. Like I feel like I've learned so much from the experience, but I'm also just like ready for new beginnings. But it was definitely like tough, like dealing with, you know, being eliminated and then just like dealing with comments, and, you know, people have so much to say about you, and it's like, oh, you can't listen to those people. So that was something I definitely struggled with. But yeah, I mean, to new beginnings, you know, it was just, that's kind of how I looked at it. Like I was super positive. I feel like, you know, it's easy to be like, oh, like screw them for eliminating me, but it's just also important to keep a positive mindset during that too. So
Totally. I think that's such a great way to look at it. But I do think that talking about the social media side of it is so, I mean, it's such a component that like, it's sad that you kind of have to like think about that, and that people do like say negative things, but it's also like, I don't know, it's one of the things where I feel like I've struggled with it, of you post your life out there and like it's all out there for people to see, and like some people are like, well, you're choosing to put your life out there, and it's like,
the life we chose.
I guess,
like, yeah, sure,
I guess
but
so, but also like
I'm human too.
I'm human,
you know?
and it's like saying mean things hurts regardless of whether it's to my face or you know, like through a screen.
Exactly. No, people always have things to say, and
It's
it's
very
never going to
true.
be all positive.
Do you feel like it was a jarring experience going from, because you had already been posting, you know, your music and stuff, but going from like a certain size community to like overnight it being so much larger and so many people seeing you and knowing you and having opinions about you?
Yeah, it was definitely like such a huge transition, just from like going, you know, from our Nashville community to like, you know, national television, because it's just it's so many people. Like you don't really realize how many people it is until it's like, oh, it's out there for the world to see.
Seriously.
You know?
That's so true. Yeah, and I mean it's interesting because as much as it is like a show about your music and stuff, it's also, people are like getting to know you as a person.
Exactly.
And it's like you're showing your personality, your highs, your lows, like the nights where you have a great performance, the nights where like you wish you had done something differently.
Exactly. And it's like all pre-recorded too. So it's like, oh, it's crazy.
Wait, that's such a crazy point. When did you guys film these?
Last fall.
Wow.
So it was like crazy reliving it all back. Yeah.
Especially knowing how it ends.
It went.
And like,
and you're pretending like you don't know anything. Yeah.
And being like, if you know that, like, because I'm someone who's a very like harsh critic on myself.
Yeah, same.
So I feel like if I know that a certain performance, like I didn't hit this note or whatever, like knowing that other people are going to be seeing that like in a week or whatever, and not being able to change it would just like, I don't know, it would kind of drive me crazy.
I know. And like the fact that we couldn't like redo anything, like especially like when I'm like filming like a TikTok or like a video of me singing, like I always like redo it like so many times. Like the fact that we only got one take was crazy. And with like the nerves and everything mixed in with that.
But I feel like honestly in some ways only being able to do it once kind of is a good, I don't know, I guess lesson, because like we film things so many times. It's so easy to be like, oh, that hair was all like look bad. I have to redo that. Oh, like that note was sharp. Like, oh, I don't like how I look in this. I need to redo it. But in some ways it's kind of like, it puts it in perspective. Like, you know what? If you only get one take, like just make it the best you can. And if it's great, awesome. And if it's not, then you'll know for next time. But don't take yourself too like, you know, like don't be like too harsh on yourself.
Right. Don't overthink.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So you finished The Voice. What's next?
Yeah.
So much. I know there's so much.
Yes,
but I want everyone to hear what's next.
It's kind of crazy because like The Voice for me ended last fall, but it technically like ended a month ago.
Yeah.
Like for the world, I guess. So like now that like that journey's over, I've been really like focusing on, you know, my lane as an artist, and I've just been writing a lot of new songs and just kind of experimenting with, you know, my sound too, because I feel like it's so hard to like really know your lane, especially like in this town, because there's so many like incredibly talented artists, and it's just I've just really been trying to find like a way to just kind of set myself apart. And but yeah, I've been just writing a bunch and working on the next chapter, because I feel like The Voice didn't really like let me show my original music, and that was also tough, because I'm like, okay, I'm also a songwriter, I'm also an artist,
And you can't sing your original stuff
no, you
on The
can't
Voice?
sing original music. No,
Really?
unfortunately, no.
I feel like that's so common on American Idol.
Yes,
But you can't sing.
that's one thing I probably would have preferred over like you know The Voice.
What made you choose The Voice over American Idol?
So it was just like kind of the timing. Like a producer reached out to me, and I've auditioned in the past, and I guess it was just
it was just
the
luck
timing.
of,
It was
like,
just
what happened.
yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
It wasn't Idol that reached out, it was The Voice. And I've auditioned for both shows, but it was like, you know what? Why not? Just gonna go for it. So
You might as well. And I feel like you never know where it's going to lead.
you never
and obviously
know. Exactly.
It worked out so well. Wait, I was going to ask you, okay, in The Voice, are there ever, in your experience, like, were there any like relationships that happened while you guys were
like
filming?
the contestants?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wait,
so
really?
many. Yes. Okay, so oh my gosh, there were a few. I know like one couple broke up, which is kind of sad, because they were like really like we all thought they were gonna get married. There's also like a lot of voice babies. Yeah, a lot
You're
of
joking.
Yeah. So my friend Jacqueline, she's pregnant. I guess what's his name? Carlos. He's from here.
Oh,
He
is he
actually
really?
teaches at Lipscomb, so he has
Aw.
a baby coming. Like everyone's like, but
That's
they
so
already
sweet.
were married.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were also some casual like relationships at the hotel.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had a voice crush too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
I'm sure you're not going to
we're
share
way
it,
past,
though.
guys. I'm over it. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Wait,
Yes.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Did you guys like separate based on your teams?
Okay, yeah, we like had team outings. Like I remember Team
cute.
Kelsey had like a brunch before Battles Week, before we all got broken up.
No.
So yeah, the 12 of us, we all went to brunch. It was
That's
really
so fun.
sweet. We got pictures. Yeah, it was a fun time. But
And
yeah.
did you like being in LA? Because had you been in LA for
Yes,
like
so
an extended period before
I had
that?
been in LA the summer before.
Okay.
Just like I was visiting a guy. But I was also writing music.
Oh, no.
Okay, I made it a work trip. So I was writing with some producers out there that one of my friends knows in Nashville. So
Okay, amazing.
she's connected in LA, so she got a couple sessions for me.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, I love LA though. I'd love to go back.
Isn't
just
it
for, like
cute?
the summer.
It's just so pretty out
It's so
there.
pretty.
It's definitely very different vibe to Nashville.
Yes.
But it's like, it's fun to be able to experience that, especially during the summer when Nashville is like so humid here that
and packed.
I can't even go outside.
No, literally.
It's nice to be somewhere else
Exactly.
for a little bit.
The weather's so nice there too.
Yeah,
In
seriously.
LA. Mhm.
Okay, so you had been to LA. The guy, he's gone.
Yeah, he's
He's over.
he's history.
History.
Yeah, guys, I have a rough time with boys.
Oh, well, you know
I
what?
have high
But
standards.
you have high standards.
As we should,
As
you know?
you should.
Yeah.
As you should. Do you feel like those relationships have made your music better? Have they made it? I mean, I'm sure they've made it into your music.
Yes, for sure. Like I feel like experiences, with dating and, having those standards while dating has definitely made for some great music.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
like even like, I don't know. But I feel like you know what I'm saying? Yes, they've definitely influenced a lot of my music, for sure.
I feel like one of the good things about being a songwriter is no matter how bad the experience is,
Yes.
you're like, well, like at least this could be a really good song.
Exactly.
Like maybe this is the song that like is my breakout,
my breakthrough moment.
right?
Exactly.
You're like, this is rough, but as long as I have somewhere to channel it,
Exactly.
And you just put out a song a few weeks ago.
I did, yes.
What's the story behind that one?
It's called Know Me Right. I wrote it with Madison Wolfe. Do you know her?
I don't know if I do.
She's the sweetest ever. So I'm from North Carolina, High Point, North Carolina. So the song kind of talks about, where I'm from. And there's a lyric called High Point. It says High Point Highway in the song, which is really cute. I was like, High Point Highway. So it's just like about, like getting to know me, I guess you could say. Like this is like a song that I would play for like a guy that I'm just like starting to, see or whatever, but I wouldn't actually play for it. I wouldn't actually play it for him. But yeah, it's just like a little get to know me song, and it's just like super genuine, super, just kind of wrote it straight from the heart. And yeah, it's just kind of a song about who I am.
I love that.
Yeah.
Did you write it for anyone specific?
No.
Just any future?
Yeah.
Any future contenders?
Yeah, I feel like literally, honestly.
I love that.
It's just, or like for anybody, just, who is this girl? Who's she about? What's she about? Kind of thing. So that's kind of what the song is.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you feel like you will ever, and have you ever played a song that you've written about someone for them?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so like private about my music too. Like I never like say who it's about or what. Like I could never be like, all right, this is about my ex that I just broke up with that everybody knows that I was
and
dating.
Here's his username.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just not like that. I can't.
I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit like a difficult playing field when you like are posting all of this stuff publicly to be like, how does my, like personal life fit into that? Do you feel like you would ever be comfortable posting a relationship, like posting photos of you and someone?
Yes, but it'd have to be like, not the one, but it would need to be someone that I was dating for like a while.
Yeah,
for sure.
That you're like, this is a serious relationship.
Yeah, this is
I feel
serious.
like one of my fears is posting the person and then like us immediately breaking up and being like,
no, I know. I have a friend like that actually.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought they were like, in love, but I don't know. I don't know what happened, but
I feel. Have you ever seen those TikToks that are like, as soon as you tell your, like, if you want. Wait, what is it? Have you ever seen those TikToks that are like, if you want your relationship to end, just tell your friends about it? Because it's like, as soon as you tell your friends about a guy that you like, immediately it's over. You know?
Oh my gosh. That and like my parents too.
Right? As soon as I'm like, guys, like there's this really cool like guy. He's super
I want to
sweet.
meet him.
Like I really like him. I think it could be serious. Then like the next day you're like,
I know.
So just kidding.
Same.
Ignore that.
Oops.
Forget him.
Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah.
And when you're doing it on social media, it's like
I know. It's
I
a
don't
whole
know.
nother thing.
Right?
Because people like talk. They're like, oh my gosh, like, is she still dating that guy?
Totally.
Let me check her Instagram. And then the picture's not there. Yeah.
And then like everyone's sleuthing and you're like, guys, can we just forget him?
Just forget it.
Just
please.
forget him.
Let's move on. On to the next.
How much of your life do you feel like you feel comfortable posting? Because I feel like it's one of those things where like musicians aren't just musicians today.
Right.
Like, people want to get to know you as a person.
Exactly.
What do you feel like that boundary is for you?
I feel like I'm trying to like do more of like, real things. Like I want to post more like, not like day in the life, but more so like just like things that I might struggle with as an artist, just like to relate to others. Or just like, being open, being vulnerable and like opening up on like TikTok or something, like talking about experiences. Maybe like for me, it's like, about a guy or something else, like maybe even like The Voice, like my experience with that. But yeah, I'm trying to like be better about opening up more on social media. Like I feel like I post so much about just like highlights and because social media is just like a highlight reel. That's all it is. And I just really want to be more, me and genuine and
I think
authentic.
People connect with that so much of like seeing the not so perfect moments. And I feel like, I don't know, in some ways, I feel like I connect with someone more who's like showing those real vulnerable
For sure.
moments. And like because this clip like popped up on my For You page a few weeks ago of you when like John, hit the like steal button and you were like crying.
Yes.
And like when you see those real emotions.
Ugly crying. Oh my gosh.
Okay, but when you see those real emotions, you're like, wow, I connect with that girl.
It's so wholesome.
Yeah.
Like the wholesome content is what gets people.
Totally. And it's also like she's being real and like
Just
authentic,
real. And I'm trying to do more of that. Exactly.
I love that. I love
people
that.
love it. They do.
So you're working on new music that's going to come out in a few months and you're going to be playing some shows.
Yes.
And you post a bunch of your music online. Where
on
can
TikTok.
people find it?
Yep. Instagram, TikTok.
I love it.
Yep.
Just Tatum Scott.
Tatum Scott. Yeah.
Tatum Scott.
It's me.
Everyone go check it out.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on here. I had so much fun getting to hear about your experience. What a cool year.
It's been cool. Yeah, it's been really cool. I'm still figuring out things, still navigating, life after reality television world, but it's been exciting and I'm just hopeful for new things.
I love that.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Tatum, for being on here.
Thanks for having me.
And thank y'all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and follow on Instagram for more episodes.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of New Friends. I really hope you enjoyed it. It would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to my channel on YouTube and send this to someone who you think might enjoy it. Hope to see you in the next episode. Bye!